Hey everybody, it is I, the Redstone Wizard, here today with you in the beautiful People's Palace. And we happen to have with us today a friend, Guest
Hi.
Mistress. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, doing excellent, doing excellent. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what we're doing today. Oh! First things first, we're gonna fall through the floor. So,
There's a second hole there, by the way.
apparently. So I got that stone brick that you happen to break through here. You know, I can go ahead and patch those holes back. And that, I'm gonna teach you about your first glitch. All right. So you said you don't have any ender pearls, right?
Correct.
All right. So that's a flaw, because ender pearls are a beautiful thing. Now, did you know that if you throw an ender pearl at the bottom of a block, it will actually teleport you to the top of that block?
That I did not know, actually.
That's why you suffocate sometimes in
Yeah, that
blocks.
explains it, actually.
Because you hit the bottom. Well, in a place like this, where I have built a floor, watch what it can do.
Okay. Nice.
So,
Very handy.
yes, it's quite handy. I mean, staircases are beautiful, but they're really for getting down, not up. So, I've built a brand new blast furnace, and we're gonna go ahead and check it out. Now you're gonna go ahead and break up a little bit of this coal here so we can fuel it. I need to go and grab some fish for demonstration and cooking purposes. So you go ahead and break that coal. Now, you've seen a lot of blast furnaces before that include like the hopper going around with the mine cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't include that. It does include one thing that I'm probably gonna change because it's clicky, and clicking is okay when it's running because that lets me know that it's running good, but when it's not running, I'd like the clicking to freaking stop.
I can empathize.
And this has a random click. And, I have neighbors, and that might impact my neighbor. Alright. I got a full shulker box of raw fish here. We're gonna work with that. How does that sound? Would you like to have a shulker box of cooked fish?
Why not? I
Alright.
need food anyways. I am not properly stocked.
Well, thanks to that lovely guardian farm of mine, I am very well stocked in the fish department. And I mean very well stocked in the fish department.
Yes, I have seen forthwith what amount of fish you have.
Forthwith and all that.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is going to be actually something that we put upstairs. Now,
Clutch gate 4642 heading up to torch the area.
maybe I should turn the narrator off. Boy, you can totally tell that I am a pro. So Clutchgate there is the other half of me. Alright, it's under audio. Turning that right off. Bye! Alright, so, yeah, as I was saying, she is the other half of me. She has helped me quite a substantial amount with stone and whatnots. And of course, she helps me recover when I die. I give her plenty of stuff. Is your cat following you?
Probably.
Your cat is following you. Okay. So, let's go ahead and now you don't have any pearls, but I'm gonna give you pearls.
Alright.
Alright, so now let's go ahead and toss pearl up.
Okay.
Right at the floor. Press and hold.
Okay. I don't think I've ever actually.
Oh, you went up again.
no.
You went onto this. Oh. You're on the ceiling.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh no.
Endermite, it's gonna kill me.
I'm up here with you.
Okay, I killed it.
You got it. You got it.
I
Okay.
have 2 pearls.
Okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're alright. So, I guess we'll showcase a part of the furnace system. So, if you go ahead and take a look off the side here, this was gonna be for later, but let's do it now. So,
Wait, do I have to fly? No.
no, you don't have to. Just wait. Just look for now, okay? So, we have right here an item elevator, which is lifting items in their item form up to this water stream, which is actually bringing it over to the beginning of the system, which I have thought about and realized, wow, that's complicated. Why don't I just have the input on this end? Probably would be smarter. And gonna happen later, but you know, it works right now, so we're gonna use it. But that brings the items up to this level so that we can get them into the chamber itself. Now, you can either pearl down or jump down or glide down. Your choice. Come down to this floor. Woo! Welcome.
Alright.
So right here you see this is just droppers, and this is what we call a torch tower. I have a mechanism down there which flashes this torch tower when items go into the system, and that causes this to just turn these droppers and drop items to the next dropper up the line until it drops it out the top into the water stream.
Gotcha.
Pretty nifty. Now, this right here is the actual furnace system, and the way that works is a little bit different. Now, I'm going to have you do something funky here. You want to hop on the shulker box for me? Awesome. So, you'll see that there's a comparator, which is this triangular little thing right here, and that actually reads this hopper right here. So, items come in from that end, and they come all the way down this hopper line. They don't fall down because these blocks right here are actually powered on, which means the hoppers are powered on, and they don't accept items. So the items will just come down this top line of hoppers, not the bottom line of hoppers, but when they get to the end, this comparator here says, hey, I've got an item, and powers this block, which then turns the torch off, which unpowers the block. Meanwhile, you've actually had your entire string of items already come down, and so there's one item in every single hopper, so when it unpowers, it lets one item into the hopper itself.
Very, very cool.
So, when you actually have both it set up as the come right on through this little gap here. When you have it set up as both the input for your fuel, as well as the input for the actual furnace itself, then you can go ahead and get a pretty nifty effect. Now, I've got a few things in here already because I ran out of fuel. But if you would go ahead and throw in the coal into this top chest. It's up in the corner up here. I kind of hid it away because aesthetics and all that, but yeah. Alright, so the items filter down, and then all of a sudden it kicks on.
Oh, I love this part.
Now, the ones that kicked on there, those are the ones that currently have items in it. So, like, this part down here, it has no items in it. Now, I'd like you to do me a favor. Go in there, and if you can, just nab out whatever is in there. You go. Okay, I'll go to the other end so that we're not going into the same furnaces.
Okay. This empty one just has 4 coal in it.
Yeah, leave the coal alone. We're leaving the coal alone. We're just taking out the food that's in the furnaces.
None.
There. Okay, I'll take out the food that's
Wait,
in
are
the.
you talking about the...
You're a useless helper.
I am not. I just don't see any food.
That's because I'm already ripping it all out. Look at that. Look at that. Already done. Okay.
Alright, good job.
So, in just a minute here, these furnaces are going to turn off, and when they do, I'm going to show you how the magic happens. But when that is done, let's read these signs real quick so I can explain how this actually works. Because this is public, so anybody who currently plays on this server is welcome to come in here and use it, bearing in mind that you need to bring fuel to place in this chest right here, otherwise it'll run out. Now, right here is your input. What does that sign say?
Place your item here.
That's right. That's right. Yarn.
Yarn.
Like old English.
I yawn for your item.
Indeed. So, what does this next sign directly to your left say? And yes, I know that this is going in the reverse order that Americans do things, but that here we go.
Shulker. Excuse me, that was my fault. Shulker boxes can go on the hoppers.
All right, awesome. So that means that in also with the chest, but also if you go out mining and you get a bunch of cobblestone and a bunch of ores, you go ahead and dump those right down here onto these hoppers. Now, what does this next sign say right here?
When pointing at the sign, the hoppers are locked.
Now, what does this sign to the next one on the left say?
Lock the hoppers to keep your shulker box.
So, basically what this means, if you go ahead and just shoosh off to the side there, when we go ahead and flick this as it is right now, pointed at the sign, this hopper right here will not let go of the items that are in it. If you look right now, you'll see that there's some fish in there, and that means that it also will not accept any new items either. Now, it will accept it if there's an open slot. So your shulker box, if you break it and it happens to go into the system, will end up in this middle hopper and it will stay there. It won't enter the system, and that's a benefit because I'll explain why in a minute. Now, the wonderful thing about this is that if you unflick it, it will allow the magic to happen. So this is where some real beautiful stuff's going to occur. I have, as you see in here, a line of fish. I would like you to pull that lever, and then we're going to watch the furnaces all light up in a beautiful magic sink.
Okay. Now?
Yep.
Okay, well.
So they're going to fall into the system. Now they have to make their way all the way from over there all the way to the other side. And then they get lifted up from over there and brought through the water stream on the top. And they go right down over to the side here. And then they'll actually funnel into the hoppers and slide down the hoppers until it reaches the end, where it will then let go and fall in.
So,
and there we go.
Wait, please correct me if I'm wrong. But you're saying you put the items, in the hopper. Not the items, the boxes.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Well, I'm not hearing the clicky clack that I want to hear. I am hearing the clicky clack I want to hear. I'm just far enough away. Why are these not turning on?
Are they at a goal?
Well, no, they're not getting items.
Oh, those are the ones you touched.
Oh. Are they going now? Some of them are going.
Some of them, not all of them.
Where's it going? Oh. I got a stone slab in that one. That would explain why that one wasn't turning on.
Some of these are empty though.
Some of them are empty, and they should not be. Where is my losing? No. Alright. Let's see. Not in that one. Not in that one. Not in that one. Oh man, where is it? The losing. Oh, you know what? That kind of gives me a hint. I wonder if it's in this other spot. No! Why does it have 2 bricks on me?
Ah, the frustration.
The frustration indeed. It was working just fine. And this is how things enter into the system too.
You're getting an inside look.
Yep, getting an inside look at all the redstone involved in making this. Alright. Well,
Tell you what, though, it is quite
you know what?
impressive.
Oh, okay. So here's my problem right now, and it's that this is occasionally not properly powering. What if I just get rid of this block? You wouldn't happen to have any redstone on you, would you?
No.
Of course you wouldn't. Well, let's just borrow one. I said let's just borrow one, and it didn't even pop into my inventory. There we go. Borrow one, pop. There. Okay. Now it should work without any issues. In theory. Gosh darn it. The items all funnel down from over here. They funnel down that hopper system. And now I've got all this stuff. There they go. They're all on now. Until I get a slabby jabby in there. Come back out this way.
Okay. Wait, am I going the right way? No.
Hello.
I went the wrong way.
You did go the wrong way. Welcome this way.
Alright. Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah, so this is how the hot item elevator works, though. You can see it in action. Now that all of my derp is done.
Grr.
Yep, up to the top there.
Alright.
And that allows this whole furnace array to be turned on. Now, if you look inside one of these furnaces, you should see that the number will slowly tick upwards. Now, one of the things is that it does cook the item as the items are going in, so it doesn't tick up, you know, super fast. But when you do possess a shulker box full of raw fish to be cooked, which you can then just bring right on over here and plop right on down this hopper, all of your raw fish are now entering into this system to be taken and cooked up. And then you do have the ability to just take regular items, like regular raw fish, dump it straight on in. Now, I'll tell you, I'm going to have another problem that I had like before, where there's going to be leftover fish, because there's 5 coal in each one of these bad boys, and that's just not enough. But just like any good cooking show, I've already got fish demonstrated for you right here, Sela. So, for the services that she has produced here, we're going to go ahead and provide a full shulker box full of cooked fish over here, so that she can enjoy all the fishies for days. So, are you ready to move on to the next little bit here?
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I have returned.
Okay. Take this. That is your payment. It is a full chocolate box full of fish.
Sweet.
Cookie dud. Alright. Now.
Oh no, I accidentally dropped it.
Yee! So, to the next step.
Okay.
I would like you to do me a favor and take these.
Okay.
And let us tally ho and send your forth. This is my favorite way of getting down. Fly!
Oh man. Okay.
Alright, here's what I recommend. Because you are a noob at flying. Go into sneak.
No, just with.
Go into sneak.
Okay.
Alright, slide up to the edge.
Okay.
Double tap jump and go forward.
I did exactly what you told me to do.
Alright. We're just fail. This way. Done. Alright. We are going to signpost the nether and do a little bit of a tour.
Alright.
Now,
I wish I had
this is going to bring forth a little bit of commentary on some of the behavior of some of the recent players, and we'll talk about it. But let's go ahead and put a signpost to the first portal, shall we?
Yes, let me get those equipped and good to go. Alright, where am I putting it?
Right over here.
Okay.
So, pretty much pick a place, any place, wherever you want to pick it.
Okay.
And we're gonna go ahead and call this pigment out of the way. Get. All right, we're gonna go ahead and call this the way to die from real high. And let's go ahead and call this 246.
On this sign?
Yep.
Just 246? Okay.
Alright. And then we'll go ahead and leave that. Now put another sign right below it. And we're going to say People's Palace.
Is that spaced or not?
It
Probably.
is space, yes.
I thought so.
You know, I realized, but not until very recently, that that's actually a special thing. Because of my username.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is from the Terry Goodkind Sword of Truth series, the People's Palace. But it's also People's Palace.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
So, if we come right on down here, we're going to go ahead and place another sign down here. And we're simply going to call this one People's Palace Main Entrance. If you would be ever so of the kind.
Oops.
Smooth move. I will have you know that most of this is actually temporary, and we're gonna have a little hub right in here so that when you come into the People's Palace, haha, you actually will get not only the palace itself.
I keep accidentally closing the game for some reason.
Smooth. When you get...
See? I keep doing that.
It's because you're fat fingering at the edge. You know what you ought to do? Flip that over.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, so... Once we get the thing set up, I'm actually going to have just a giant glass area so that if you go into the People's Palace, you can actually have a nether portal that'll take you from one side of the palace all the way to the other side of the palace, but not just that, but also from floor 1 all the way up to floor 3 up at the top. So you'll be able to like cross the distance and the height just by popping into the nether. It'll be nifty.
Awesome.
Alright, so let's come right on down into here. And we're going to throw something right up on the side there.
Okay.
And we're going to call it People's Temp Storage. And let's go ahead and pop on through real quick. This will bring one of our first commentaries on some of the behaviors of the people of the server. So, of course, this here is my storage room. Alright, so this is where I house all the items that I have worked ever so hard to achieve within this game. Even things such as the poop that I do keep that I don't feel will be too useful. It's important that people respect the fact that this is stuff I have gathered as well. I would respect things that you have placed into your area and have gathered, and as much as I may have a hankering for some of that good old rabbit hide you may possess, I recognize that it is not mine to possess, lest I do the work myself. Is that right? Yeah. Now, that being said, things are not always as bad as taking. Now, I haven't really seen too much of the nabby, but there has been some clear and evident sign that there has been some nabby, and we'll look at that. But there's also been some positives. You want to go ahead and take a look right at that piece of redstone there for me? Just take a good gander at it.
Yeah, it's redstone for sure.
Yes, but it actually has a name attached to it there.
Okay, let's see. Wizard is the best from... Okay, I gotta do it over here. From Farmer L.
Alright, so we have joined one of our players here. Her gamer tag is actually Lonely Farmer, but, you know, there it is. A little backwards, but it works. But this is a temporary storage room, not something major that is set up, you know, but it is good for me. Now, I actually have another shulker box of fish going over here in the corner, if you wouldn't even believe.
Just in case.
But you know what? I'll tell you, that one little furnace takes a very long time to do an entire shulker box full. Let's go ahead and hop on back through here. Now, do you know how Clutch spells her gamer tag?
Yes.
Alright, so right down here, we're going to come over here. Pop a sign down here that says Clutches Portal.
Okay. Spider on the floor.
Natural crisis averted.
Okay, give me a second to get familiar with this. Okay, AGATE 4642 AGATE.
You can just put it Clutch. Clutch's
okay.
Portal.
Well, I can try to spell out at least the name without the numbers.
If you do feel so inclined.
Wait, does she capitalize?
I don't think it much matters.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is so that everybody knows what's going on and where.
Clutch is what?
Portal.
Okay.
Makes it simple.
Boom.
Alright, so now if we go ahead and slide on over here. Oh, left the row.
It is capitalized.
Come on. So there are some dead portals here, but one of the things about this is that I actually have the ability to get the coordinates on this, as the keen eye may observe. And so I can actually place a portal in the overworld that corresponds to that exact location, and then have it link up properly. It's pretty nifty. Now if you come over here, this one right here, let's go ahead and hop right on in. Now you may not exactly recognize where this is right off the bat, but we'll talk about it, and there's a sign that explains it when we get through.
Your sound effects.
Yes.
You're one of a kind. Alright, where are you? There you are. And I'm stuck, and I'm not stuck. Hello.
Hello. So you see this nice sign right here?
Oh, sounds thingy.
Why you guys gotta be wanting me blood?
Was it just that one, or is there more?
Yeah, it's just the one.
No,
Alright.
there's one right there.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be things all around, but that's a pigman.
Okay.
Leave it alone. If you leave him alone, he'll leave you alone, just like bees. Now,
Okay,
that
I
right
see
there,
the sign. It says
spawn block. So this exact block right here happens to be where you spawn. Now, because I've built this thing over, it's actually the stone above that block. But yeah, you get the picture. You spawn right here. Really, you spawn with your head in this block, and that's why you're teleported to the top of it. But there you have it. So when we go to the nether, come back here, come back here, come back here. We are going to go ahead and call this portal the spawn portal.
Alright.
And while you're going ahead and putting that down, I'm going to go to my second commentary of the video, which comes down to the fact that one of the other server members, Infernal, he actually helped me out earlier today by dismantling an enchantment setup that I had in a far-off outpost, and he placed it inside of a chest in a communal area for me to grab so that I could place it in a communal area for everybody to use inside the people's palace. However, come to find out, when I go to that chest, guess what I found?
Not what you were looking for.
Like, not at all. It wasn't there. Nothing.
Nada.
And then I come into the nether, and somebody had placed a bookshelf right here. Now, of course, that is this close to lava, so that bad boy totally caught fire. But they had totally planted a bookshelf right here, leaving a block of lapis exposed, and bookshelves, and a nice little trail of lapis blocks that leads up. Don't go up there. You're just going to get hit by a ghast, and nobody wants it. It's bad. So, somebody went and nabbed a bunch of lapis and a whole enchantment setup from me. Like, what? Now,
Not very cool.
Not cool at all. Now, had somebody asked, we could have certainly talked about giving one, or something of that nature. How do you get it? Well, what can we do to make it easy for you? But no, they nabbed, and that's not cool. So we're gonna keep a good hard look at what's going on, especially with the newer people. And if we happen to see some nabbies, then we're gonna be taking you off the server. It would have been more ominous with the fish, I think. Alright, so, on to the next portal. Alright. Hello. Alright, so, this portal here, if we go ahead and slap a sign down on there, We're going to go ahead and call this one The Way to Find the Blue Shinies. Is it IE yes or is it YS? You're totally a much better grammar than I am. So I bow to your judgment.
Let's see. Even with an apostrophe, I'm just not sure. I'm gonna go with. Nope.
No, shininess. The blue shininess. Yes, the blue shininess. Do that.
I'm gonna like speech text that. Good. Shine. Okay. Shine east. Does that look right?
Yep, that works. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and have this one set at 11.
No, that.
Oh, say Y11. You know, that would make more sense for people. Y11.
Okay, underneath it.
Well, actually, it was going to be on the bottom of the sign.
I placed it.
You placed it and got out of the text filling field?
That's alright, I'll redo it. I
You have to redo the whole entire thing. Ah.
Alright, that looks. Nope, it's that one. Okay. Y11?
Yep. Don't have a space between Y and 11.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's go ahead and do a quick hop through the portal so we can show the good people what's on the other side. Now this area has been slightly lit up. Somebody has been through this area before. Alright, as you can see. However, it is ripe for the strip mining. Ripe for the strip mining. Somebody can come right on in here, start tearing right through, and you know that you're on the right level here. Now, it's not on your screen, but it is on my screen on the bottom right hand corner. You can see this is Y level 11 that we're standing at here. The lava itself spawns on Y level 10. So this allows us to be just above where any lava will actually spawn, and we can go mining for diamonds between Y level 16 and Y level 0.
Yay!
Alright, so let's head back on through the good old nether. And you just know that there's going to be diamonds like within 5 blocks of that portal. Just know it. Know it. Alright, so we're going to come right on in here and we're going to slap a sign on this portal. And we're just going to call this the village portal. We could call it the village people's portal. Do you think that's funny? Or does that date me too much?
The latter.
Yeah, okay. Ah, dates me. So, oh, and you're doing it anyways. No, the village portal. Okay, and we'll call that good. He wants my blood. Come on, taste my butt. Taste my butt. Taste my butt. Alright, so let's put a sign right here to this portal. And that's going to be the wood shop. Now, I guess I should show people the other side of the village portal here real quick while you're typing that up. Let's call it the Tip Top Wood Shop. I think that's clever. What about you?
Alright, sounds good.
Tip Top Wood Shop. Ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. this is the one downfall to doing a thing with the nether, is that things... Ow! Will that hurt? And I need to eat. Who's been watching and being like, eat, people, eat! You've got 2 bars! So, if we go ahead and take a peek in here, now Infernal did this nice, beautiful cross in the floor here, and I think that it is just lovely, but we have this cross here, and if we just come right down the side with the church, you'll get right to the village portal. Dun dun dun. Now, I am available for portal service if anybody should need a portal established. I can't guarantee a speedy service, but typically when I do it alright. Now, this is the Tip Top Wood Shop, which I'll go ahead and give us a quick show. Look, it really wants my butt.
Sure does.
So on the other side of the Tip Top Wood Shop here, I'll tell you.
Me.
Hey! Now, sometimes it glitches, and we have a little bit of problems with
And you
falling.
die.
I recommend not having low health in the nether at all. I usually haven't died, it's just hurt a lot.
Remember to visit the potions shop for all of your fire resistance needs.
we will do a quick... You want to do a quick... Let's do a quick promo for your potion shop. Let's go right over.
Woo.
Fly through the portal. Woo.
Oh my... Are you trying to kill me? I don't have my controller.
Alright. We're going to try this again. Alright. So, you jump, and in midair, jump again.
Okay.
So, you don't even need to jump. Alright?
Okay.
Just fall off the edge and fly.
Doing it!
Yeah, you are.
Woo!
Yeah, you are.
Alright. I don't think I landed where I should have, but I'm alive.
You flew. Wait, down this way.
Oh. Okay. This way?
I don't know. Get to me. You know how to get to me. You've been playing on this server long enough. Come on.
Meet you at my potion shop. Take you to the potion shop.
Fine. This right here is our beautiful glass shop as well as the junk shop. Ba-dum-bum. And there happens to be a library with a full enchanting setup right here, so nobody needs to steal an enchanting setup. We also do stock lapis, though we appear to be low on lapis. But we call this the junk for a reason. There happens to be a glass shop right here. Such a complicated glass shop. A lot of time went in here. But we do also have a bunch of junk chests over here full of, you guessed it, junk. Go ahead and feel free to take the junk items if you want. Down here, a fishing spot, as well as the wonderful potion shop. Now, have you thought of a clever name for your potion shop?
I'm in between a few. I don't want to speak them aloud yet.
Have you thought about the one-stop potion shop?
Yes.
Alright, so here we have our wonderful potion shop. Now, you're so kind as to right in the doorway place your pricing, and like you cannot miss it. And you happen to be one of the people on the server who varies your pricing between multiple objects, which is quite nice. You allow for things like gold, and emerald, as well as the wonderful diamonds. Now, you do allow us to be able to take a brewing stand's worth 3 potions per each diamond, or for 1 block of gold, or for 4 blocks of emeralds. We go ahead and place our payments in here, and oh, look at that! You happen to have some payments available for you.
All
and
right.
as good players and good people, you know, we don't take money out of the cash register just because the person goes to put back our eggs and get us non-broken eggs. No. They are kind. We leave out the money in the cash register. That is right. Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and hop right on through. Oh! Can't. glitch?
Yeah, it's been very glitchy these past, I don't know, day or
Well,
so.
if you go on to the Minecraft bug tracker, you'll actually notice that there's some things. I myself have uploaded a couple of bugs that I've noticed, including an issue with a redstone contraption I was excited to be making, but could not make. Anywho, so here we do have our dye shop. Now, he's varied his prices based off of the severity and what it takes to get it. So, for instance, this side, where you need squid ink as well as lapis, which is not something you can always get, and things like that. This side, you get you get 8 of them for 1 diamond. Now, the other option here is that you get 8 of them for an iron ingot, or 2 stacks for 1 diamond. Now, that's pretty nice. You get 2 stacks of this dye for 1 diamond. And I know there are some people on the server who happen to like pink dye. And look, here is a bunch of pink. And we also have...
myself am super excited about this blue over here.
the light blue or the dark blue?
Actually, both. That one that's like aquamarine, and then you've got more of the baby blue.
Oh, then the cyan. This is called cyan.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Yes. So...
Ooh, and the midnight blue is pretty too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got some beautiful colors here. Now, I will say one thing real quick to the owner of the dye shop. There should be one exception to his pricing here, and that is this one. This one right here. And he knows why. This right here should be 1 dirt. You should give 1 dirt for this. We have...
Sorry.
Ow! I slap you with the fish.
I'm so sorry.
We have so much bone meal. It is freaking ridiculous. Redonkulous. We'll see why in like just a minute. But that right there, I tell you, that should be 1 dirt for a stack. We've got so much of it. All right, let's go back to the village portal. I think the village portal is closer and easier to get to. What about you?
Yes.
I'm flying it. Did you know that if you run and jump and you whack your head on a block while you're running, it actually makes you speed sprint?
That really sounds like a badly translated children's song. I'm sorry, but...
If you rapidly jump and whack your head, you'll speed run? Okay, let's just go to the next one, if you would. Let's just move to this one. So, I happened to check the coordinates of a particular person's base, and happened to notice that it linked up, like, within 2 blocks! It linked up with this person's base. So, I had to provide them with a nether portal. Now, they can choose to move the nether portal that's on their side up to 8 blocks in pretty much any direction, and it will still link up back. But would you go ahead and throw Mr. Pro's portal up on there? And let's go ahead and do a quick dive in so I can show off a little bit of what Mr. Pro has accomplished on the server thus far. Boom, 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 boom. Do. This is the problem about going through the nether. It takes so long to build terrain. Yeah. Alright, so we do have this inside of a fenced-in area, which I greatly enjoy because that means no mobs can enter the nether through this particular portal. Now, he's got his base up in here, and for the privacy, which should generally be respected. Without him on, I'm not gonna hop in there and take a look. But you know, there is more to come, and hopefully, maybe I'll get on with Mr. Pro at some point, and we'll be able to sketch something together. But we'll hop back on into the good old nether. It's taking a little while to do all this.
Yeah.
We'll only do a couple more.
Okay. I am having fun though. Oh, I'm on fire!
That happens. That happens. Don't run around. Don't run around. You'll catch yourself on fire again.
Okay.
Get out of the wall.
Oh, I'm in the wall?
So what happens, and I'll show this off to you right now, okay? If you are along this outside edge,
Oh my goodness.
did you see that?
Yes.
You know why that is?
No.
Because directly on the other side of this wall, at that floor level,
Let me guess. Is lava.
that's right, there's lava right there.
Yeah.
Like literally, you break this block and there is lava right directly below that block. So if you happen to bump yourself, your tootsies touch the lava. So I recommend not touching the walls.
Just like running right into them everywhere. Ah!
Yeah, don't touch the walls. Alright, so, ow! And I touched the walls. I touched the walls. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and place one right here that says Skeleton Farm. And
Firing walls of
also
death.
also put in XP Farm.
Okay.
Alright? Because this not only is a skeleton farm, but I've set this up as an XP farm as well. Now, I'll have you note that this has some beautiful design to it. Now, I had a flaw earlier today, which was interesting. Somebody jumped up and down on the pressure plate that I had right here, and because of that, it caused the dispenser with the lava to be off from where it was supposed to be, and that was a pain. So the pressure plate is gone now.
Are you talking about me?
No, it was not you. It was
Okay.
another server member. We were hanging out, and it was fun. But, so right here, we see the lava out. There is a skeleton spawner right there. Alright? See the skeleton spawner? We have set up this room so that you can actually get right through. The skeletons go right up through this tube right here. See the skeletons rising up through the tube? It's beautiful. It's nice. And they will fall right on down. Now, they happen to sit at this level, which is a level they can see you at, so they will try to shoot you. But their heads, just the top of their heads, are sitting inside of the lava because of this gate, which prevents them from actually floating up into the lava and allows their items to be caught by this hopper and brought in down here. And as you see, sucker's getting full again. Now, we do have a few other spots to this, so if we flick this lever, the lava will go away.
Ah.
The hopper will then lift upwards, which will make it so the skeletons can't see you any longer. You can then either choose to stand right back up here on this level and just kind of whack their tootsies, which I like to do because it keeps the XP inside of there for the most part, and then you can run up with your mending gear and just kind of collect all of it, and bada bing, bada boom, you have healed all of your armor. See, I've got mending, and all that XP just healed up all my armor. Bada bing, bada boom. It's beautiful. Beautiful!
Beautiful.
Alright, let's hop back into the nether.
Hold on, I'm fine. You go ahead.
Another quick thing to talk about is that we do want to make sure that we flick this lever and dispense the lava before we go. And it is an instant killing mechanism, so if you've got guys in here that you want to, like, repair your sword, like I just did, or anything like that, You've got to do it. But watch what happens. Oh, you want to get XP? You want to get XP? Now, look what she's whacking these guys with. A carrot! A carrot! How hard is it to kill them?
Well, not very.
Look at that. This guy's in full armor, so that's gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah, it takes a little longer.
He had a little bit more than half a heart. But at this point, they fall down far enough that they only have a heart. Look at that, replaced by another one right after that. So just 2 whacks to the fist. Now, when we don't want to overload the server and cause lag to everybody, we will go ahead and give a quick whack to this. The lava will come out and they will die. Now, if you want to, you can come down here and use this as a mob softener and just give them a good old wiki whack, and you will still get XP orbs, but the other way, they drop to a half a heart every single time, or 1 heart, sorry, 1 heart every time, without fail, always, unless they're wearing armor. I apologize, they could be wearing armor, but most of them don't. To the nether!
And away! I'm on my way. Yeah. Oh, this dog is making my leg fall asleep.
That's what she said. So, if we go ahead and we've got just this one down here, which we're going to go into super quick and out, and then one final portal, and we're going to call it sayonara for the video. But if you come on in here, let's go ahead and plop a sign down. We are going to call this Infernal's Place. And hop on in. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba 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 bum. Alright, so this happens to be, as you see, an iron golem farm, and there are so many iron golems backed up in here right now that I think this may be the cause of some of our most recent server lag, but there may only be like 6 or 7 in here.
I'm at 15%.
So it's not too many. We'll be good in just a minute. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and leave them alone. This is Infernal's Place, so they are his to kill. At the moment, this is a broken system, and I have a thought with him on how we can kind of make a quick and dirty system for him real quick. But let's go ahead and pop back into the nether and place our final sign, look at our final destination, and call it sayonara for the video. Ow, 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 ow. Come forward. We need to fix that. I want to be able to rub the side.
Yes. What?
Yeah. Alright, so if we go ahead up the ladder of doom. Bottom. Bottom, bottom, bum, 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 bum. Careful about pearling.
I realized that just now.
Oh my god. You need to be super careful about pearling, because I once ender pearled, and I ender pearled to this block right here. And what was the first thing I taught you in this video?
That you end up on the other side of the block.
That's right. You end up on the top of the block. So all of a sudden, with all of my elytra and everything on, I was on the top of this block. But I was already on the ladder, so I was pushing forward so I would go up the ladder, so I literally fell off the edge.
Oh.
In the middle of the nether. There was gas that saw me. There was lava below my feet. Only by the grace of Jiminy did I manage to activate my elytra, and with the skills that I have earned, I landed softly and diligently, screaming like a baby girl, and got into safety. But let's go ahead and take a look at our last little bit here which happens to be one of the things I am quite proud of, in addition to the People's Palace, denoted by the beautiful lines here. We have this portal, which I'd like you to go ahead and throw it up there. Call it the People's Guardian Farm. Alrighty, so I have gone ahead and I enclosed the entire ocean monument. Now, I drained all of the water out of this sucker completely. I went ahead and added in all the prismarine on the top. All the prismarine on the bottom was laid by me. All the sea lanterns got through AFKing. Trust me, you don't get this many in the Ocean Monument. Nor do you get the number that is in this world from the Ocean Monument, period. But we do have this beautiful farm. Now, I am in the process of causing it to be one of the most efficient Guardian farms you can make. And I am thinking about turning it into an XP Guardian farm, which is the most efficient Guardian farm you can have on any world. A Guardian farm is the most efficient XP farm, period. But it's also a little bit painful because it has the thorns. Now here's the drop shaft, and here's the big dig. This is how I got all of my stone for my castle. I have another area similar to this, which is also a big dig, but as a result of digging out all of this stone and not putting adequate lighting, mobs do spawn all over the place here. So I have down a strength, haste, regeneration, and resistance beacon so that I can survive the onslaught of the mobs that frequently comes down here. But right down in here we do have the place where all of... I'm about to blown. Ouch. Got blown. Oh, got blown.
Am I in trouble?
You currently have haste, resistance, and regeneration. So if you get into trouble, I'll be surprised. But if this is where all of the drops for the Guardian Farm go, when I like to AFK, typically what I'll do is I will throw my pearl into the side and I will seal myself in so that I can't really get, eaten by the mobs. Though at the moment, I do have this spot which would totally be open. Let's go ahead and seal off this spot real quick, because nobody wants the mob coming in the middle of their AFK. It's quite awful. Oh no! Oh no! Misplaced it! Alright. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is what I do every night, Pinky, and try to take over all the prismarine this world can offer. And I'm going to AFK. So, I'm in the middle of the beacon. Oh, no. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace!